In this second video, we will be analyzing and synthesizing what we have already learned about the UCARE strategies, and then talking about how to sustain your work in the future. As we take a final look at these strategies, we hope most of all that they have had an impact on your practice and that you feel more confident working with the advanced and gifted readers in your classroom. The first two slides remind us of the goals of the UCARE program. We wanted to share the characteristics of advanced and gifted students, particularly those from ED and LEP populations, give you information about how to organize your reading instruction, and as you see from the next slide, help you choose advanced reading material and strategies that will extend students' learning. Let's take a look now at Dr. Van Tassel-Baske's ideas about what students, in our case, the advanced and gifted readers from low-income or second language learning populations need. You read this slide and the next one in the previous video. Go ahead and skim over the list on this slide and on the next one again if you desire, and then move to the next slide. The next several slides take each of Dr. Van Tassel-Baske's ideas and tie them to the strategies in UCARE. Your task is to use the UCARE handbook to help deepen your understanding of the idea at the top of the page and the UCARE strategies listed below the idea. Move forward to each slide. Stop the video, then move forward to the next slide when you are ready. As you go through each slide, 1. Read the idea at the top of the page. 2. Use your handbook to review the strategies listed below the idea. And 3. Most importantly, talk about how each of the strategies ties to the idea at the top of the page. Do this until you come to the slide that says, "It's about time." Then start the video once again. Let's talk about time. Gary Keller, author of The One Thing, The Surprisingly Simple Truth Behind Extraordinary Results, shares the following information about time. If everyone has the same number of hours in the day, why do some people seem to get so much more done than others? How do they do more, achieve more, earn more, have more? If time is the currency of achievement, then why are some able to cash in their allotment for more chips than others? The answer is they make getting to the heart of things the heart of their approach. They go small. Going small is ignoring all the things you could do and doing what you should do. It's recognizing that not all things matter equally and finding the things that matter most. It's a tighter way to connect what you do with what you want. It's realizing that extraordinary results are directly determined by how narrow you can make your focus. We know that throughout the grant, many of you have been stressed by how little time you have to implement the strategies. We have given you suggestions about organizing your instruction, differentiating instruction to meet the needs of your students, and have also shared extension menu ideas that help extend individual learning. You now have a strategy bag of ideas that you can draw on to help meet the needs you see in your classroom. Getting to the heart of what each student needs and what you can provide is key. Going small, a step at a time, and making a conscientious effort to move forward can lead you to extraordinary results. As the UCARE program extends into the future, we hope you will continue to learn and practice the things you've been taught. The implementation suggestions on the next few pages may give you ideas about how to sustain the program as you continue toward full implementation in the future. Read suggestions 1 and 2. Suggestion number 1, know the strategies, is so important. The UCARE handbook can be used as a handy reference guide to help remind you about what you learned. Suggestion number 2, look for teaching opportunities, involves making a conscientious effort to both think about the strategies and to be able to respond in a moment's notice to an idea a student may share. Read the examples on this page and the next. Have you had teacher aha moments like these? Take a few minutes to discuss each slide, then move to the next slide. Suggestion number 3 asks you to actually plan when you are going to use a specific strategy. Stop the video and move to the next 2 pages when you are ready, reading and discussing the teacher aha moments. Look at the teacher aha moments on this page and the next 2 pages carefully. How do these teachers integrate what they have learned into their daily practice? Finally, turning the learning over to the students is something that can be empowering for them. If we want students to own their learning, if we want to help what they are learning grow up with them, we need to teach them the strategies and give them a chance to practice them. Mrs. Phillips has been a teacher in the UCARE grant. As she has learned each strategy, she has also taught it to her students and has encouraged them to use the strategies on their own. She has a chart on the wall in her classroom listing the strategies she has taught them. Students refer to the chart often to encourage each other to use what they have learned. As both the teacher and the students practice the strategies, they know when to use them. Mary, an advanced reader, is excited about what she is reading. She remembers that she can schedule a one-on-one reading conference with her teacher and uses the SEM bookmarks to help guide the discussion with her teacher. Mark and Elliot, early finishers, are concerned about how the ice caps are melting. They remember their community problem-solving unit and ask their teacher if they can begin a community problem-solving project to make people aware of the issues about this. Jesus, an LEP student, has difficulty finding the answer to a question in his science book. He remembers that the how-to skills his teacher taught are important. In particular, he tries to be optimistic that he can answer the question. He tries to have courage when attempting difficult tasks and knows that it takes a high degree of mental and physical energy to do something difficult. Have a group discussion about how you might help students use the strategies on their own. What ideas do you have about helping them become autonomous learners? Stop the slide and move to the next one when you are ready. We have provided you with many strategies that can form a foundation for your work in the classroom with advanced readers. What are your thoughts about what you have learned? What else can you do to sustain the UCARE work you and your teammates have done? How can you work together next year to move forward with the strategies? It has been our pleasure to work with all of you. Please think about how you could share these strategies with other teachers in your school and in your district. We will continue to be available to help you, even beyond the grant. It is our hope that you will call or email us if we can provide assistance. Again, thank you for being part of UCARE.